What's going on, guys? K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. No intro today. I know some people are very upset about that, but I wanted to bring you this video super quick, guys. We have this pump happening right here for Bitcoin. Now, why am I getting excited about this? Should we be getting excited about this little pump that we're back over 20,000? Well, it is a big, massive day for Bitcoin. We've been talking about this for 2 weeks now. We were talking about the monthly close for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin has closed the past 3 months above its previous all-time high, which sits roughly around that $19,800 level. You could see that we're currently sitting above that level today. If we can close above that level by the end of the day, that would be 4 months straight that Bitcoin has actually successfully closed above its previous all-time high. Not to mention that, but it's not only the monthly close, it's also the quarterly close as well before we move into the fourth quarter. Major day for Bitcoin, major rally for Bitcoin. Could this be a fake out? Guys, nobody really knows if it's a fake out or not. The only thing I can tell you is if by the end of today we do print this candle, that's the candle. That's going to be there on the chart forever. And that's what we need to have somewhat of that bullish narrative. So today's video is going to be super quick, super straight to the point. I got a lot of stuff. There's guys working outside the house. I told them to turn off all the tools while I make this video for you guys. So if you appreciate a super quick update like this, even on a busy Friday, please slap on a like, guys. Share this video with anyone that's concerned about the Bitcoin price, that is worried that, we could be tanking. I'm going to talk about why we're actually seeing this pump too. It's not just the technicals. There are some fundamentals. So without further ado, guys, let's dive directly into the chart. Now, remember we had talked about, if you've been watching the channel, you guys know we talked about this breakout. We had a fake out to the upside, but what was good about this is that we found support on both of these trends, right? This downward sloping resistance became support, and the upward sloping support stayed as support, right? And what we were seeing was buyers kept stepping in. Every time Bitcoin fell below this level right here, we would just have these big buys. And look recently, guys, look at some of these, tails that we've had right here. Boom, massive buying right here, massive buying, right? If we have a look over here, you could see that we are in fact above this pivotal level, this very important. And look how we were just consolidating. And remember, guys, if you were going to take this trade, I explained to you that once we break out, and now this would technically be the second candle that we have above this level, the next level would be $20,740. So, friendly reminder, if you want to learn how to trade Bitcoin, I literally tell you guys exactly what's going on in the chart. I mean, I don't have a signal group, but I mean, come on, if you just watch the videos, it's very obvious. So if you want to learn how to trade and make money in a bull and a bear market, make sure that you check out my tutorial popping up above, $16,000 in bonuses below, guys. Take advantage of that. It's free money you can trade with. And like I said, the next target is this area. Now, the thing to be concerned about short term is this downward sloping trend, right? You can see right here, right? We have this resistance, we have this resistance, we have this resistance. So what does it mean? Well, it's probably going to act as resistance again, right? So it's actually probably going to meet right here at around that $20,740 level. So if you are already in the long, that could be the first place you might want to take some off the table, or at least get back your initial investment, right? And then you can just basically, you're just trading with free money at that point. There's a possibility we come up here, maybe come back down and then retest basically where we're sitting right now and then continue to the upside. Now, I don't want to get too excited. Anything can happen by the end of the day. Obviously, falling back below this level would not be that great for Bitcoin, but nevertheless, this is a very nice move to see on the final day. You can see right here, guys, zooming in, look at this. We are breaking back out of the blue zone. And how did I get this blue zone? Well, very simple. We come over here, right? And we look at this area where we had this wick, and then we had the top of this, right? So this is this area. Well, I guess you could say a little lower, but I like this right here because this is really where we've been bouncing around. It's also where we had this major consolidation right back here. And currently we are breaking out of that level again, right? But as I said, we do have this downward sloping resistance of the heart line, right? We are going to potentially maybe hit a little bit of, resistance at that level. That's what's to be expected. We are still in a downtrend, right? So that is working against us, is that we're in a downtrend. But you can see, guys, right here, and this is on the BLX chart, we are holding above the 89, which was 18,240. Good. We can check that one off the list. I highly doubt we're going to fall below that in the next couple of hours, right? But what we need to pay attention to is this very critical line right here. Now, if you take the exact Brave, Bitcoin liquid index, whatever, so this is like one of the biggest it basically takes all, it's like a basket of exchanges, right? It's very comprehensive, the oldest Bitcoin chart in history. And that puts the level right here, exactly measured at 19,764. You can even see it right up there in the high. If you look right up here, guys, right where the high is, look right there. You can see it over there, and you can see it over on the right. $19,764. Keep in mind, this chart is always one day behind, right? This is more of a macro chart, but you could see that we had a perfect, literally perfect. You couldn't have asked for a better bounce off of the 89 EMA. And right as of yesterday, we were sitting below it. We are looking to cross back above this, guys. So closing above this level, pretty much if Bitcoin just stays at the price that it is right now at the time that I'm making this video, we have a bullish quarterly close, we have a bullish monthly close, we closed above the 89 EMA, and it's our fourth consecutive month that we've actually closed above the previous all-time high. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to go to the moon, right? A lot of bear markets, right? Most bear markets, they kind of go like this, they come up, they come back down. It's usually a slow grind, right? Over the next 3 to 6 months. You don't just shoot right up to the moon, but it could very well mean that the bottom is in and the worst is behind us. And we've been calling the bottom ever since this wick when we were bought right back up underneath the 89 EMA. And look, so far it's held. Could things change? Of course. But let's take it a day at a time. Let's take it a month at a time. Right now, things are looking good. And on top of that, we are seeing the first massive sell on the dollar. And even though you could say, yes, well, we had a wick like this here, right? Okay. But, this is obviously way at the top. This wick right here is much bigger than this one down here, right? So, I mean, could the dollar be reversing? That's anybody's guess. I'm not Nostradamus. I have no idea. Charting the dollar is honestly one of the most ridiculous things to try to chart. It's almost impossible to chart this because it literally just keeps going like this, right? But getting back to what we were doing over here on BitGet, I just wanted to show you something really quick. Look at this kind of rounded bottom that we're forming here. Do you see this, guys? Look at this like rounded bottom, right? It kind of looks like we are potentially putting in some kind of obviously it's too early to tell. Could it lead to an Adam and Eve type of a bottom or something like that? Possibly. But yeah, like I said, I'm hoping this isn't a fake out today because we really need to print that candle on the chart, monthly close. Nevertheless, guys, it's looking good. So why is all of this happening? Oh, we also have the S&P bouncing off the 200 weekly, which is nice. And, Bitcoin would have to get up to around 23,478. So we still have some work to do as far as the Bitcoin bear market's concerned. But on the monthly, this could be good. Why is this happening? Well, there's multiple reasons. We've seen in yesterday's video, we talked about, we had the Bank of England, right? Easing up their stance. Japan buying back bonds. We had, it was Germany yesterday that was saying that they were going to go back into their COVID relief fund and start, stimulating basically again because they're just going to do whatever it takes. And really the only ones is the US. We're the only ones that are just, still doing this. We're still, trying to tighten, which whatever, I'm not going to get into that today. Today is very, very much about price. But what else fundamentally happened? Well, if you guys have been paying attention, it looks like the judge may have ruled in favor of Ripple against SEC in Hinman document case. Now, listen, this doesn't mean it's over. They could drag this thing on for a few more months. But keep in mind that whether or not you care about XRP, personally, I'm not a big XRP guy, as you could tell. Doesn't mean that I'm against it. If you want to hold XRP and you want to speculate on it, fine, great. If you think it's going to be the future of payments, sure, whatever. But from an outsider's perspective, this case, in their minds, people that don't know a lot about crypto, this represents crypto to them, right? XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they don't know the difference. They just crypto, right? So if they win this case, it will be massive for the overall space. I'm sure XRP is going to probably pump based on this news, but I think it will trickle into all the other cryptos as well because this case could help decide how we're going to clarify a lot of these tokens moving forward, right? So you can see right here, he's ruled in favor of Ripple Labs. The judge ordered the SEC to release the documents. Judge Sarah Newborn ruled that the DPP did not protect Hillman's speech. The SEC failed to hand over the document, instead filing a motion. After due consideration by the court, the SEC was ordered to hand over the documents. Accordingly, the court overrules the SEC objections and directs the SEC to comply with the orders. Now, just pointing it out, the SEC can still delay the submissions of the documents by playing a slew of procedural cards up its sleeves. First, the commission can request Judge Torres to revisit her decision. In addition, the SEC could directly go to the Court of Appeals on a petition for writ of mandamus. I'm not a law degree guy. I don't know what that means, but maybe someone can tell me in the comments. But it does look like they may be potentially winning this case. That's kind of the way that it's looking right now. So I think that's also feeding into the narrative as well, because I just want to show you something super quick. Not the DXY. If we go back to the S&P, look what the S&P is doing on the daily right here. Look at this. Still not able to get above. I mean, it's still trending downwards. The S&P on the daily, it's consolidating, but it's consolidating downwards. It's putting in lower highs and lower lows. Going back over to Bitcoin. That's not what Bitcoin's doing. That's not what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin is putting in higher lows, right? And I mean, granted, yes, we'd have to get above 20,300 and you know, right, this area right here, which we're pretty damn close at this point. But nevertheless, guys, we are trending upwards while traditional markets are trending downwards. Very interesting times we're in. Could this be that shift? Could this be that chain reaction that we were talking about? Let me know what you guys think about it below in the comments. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. A little bit quicker update than usual. Like I said, I literally told all the guys to stop working. I had to record this super quick. So that's it for me. You guys rock. I love you. You're awesome. Slap a like on this video, guys. Share this video. This is exciting times. Anything can happen. You know, we have a few hours left in the day. I certainly hope this isn't a fake out. I would be very upset personally. I would take this personal. I would take this personal. But nevertheless, guys, as you can see right here, we are in fact rounded bottom. We are in fact above some of these key levels, and it could literally be the worst is actually behind us. So thank you guys for coming back. Not trying to be moon boy, bullish, all that stuff. Just showing you what I'm seeing in the charts. It's exciting. Thank you again. You guys rock. Remember, if you want to trade these charts, get subscribed to the channel. We go over every single day, all the possibilities, and also anytime that I see something in the news, I also talk about that. Very fundamental, very mix of fundamentals and technicals. That's what we do here on the Crypto Zombie channel. Thank you so much. Make sure that you check this video popping up right here, right now. Take your finger, tap on it. You won't regret it. My name's K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto, and of course, peace out.